Hey, hey guys, I want to make a quick shout out to Honest Bigums. He's helping me trying to improve my retrospective videos in the future. So, yeah, we chatted on Discord, so, go subscribe to him. He's a really cool guy. He's actually the reason why I started the Retrospective series. So anyway, for my next retrospective, I was thinking that I should do, Dragon Ball Rage and Blast for the, PS3 and Xbox 360. So anyway, let's fire up our PS3s and play some Rage and Blast.
7 hours later.
Hey guys, welcome to my retrospective on Dragon Ball Rage and Blast. If I had to pick one of my favorite animes of all time, it would have to be the Dragon Ball franchise or My Hero Academia, because that show is just awesome. 10 out of 10, I really recommend it. Would watch again. Well, the point is, I love watching Dragon Ball Z. Oh, I think I started playing Sonic by the time I started watching DBZ, so I must have been like 3 or 4. Anyway, I love DBZ, and the games are no exception. This was actually the first Dragon Ball game I ever played. I did play the Budokai Tenkaichi series on the PS2, but I never really beaten it. Reason being was because it was my brother's PS4. I also played the Xenoverse series on the PS4. It was pretty good. I had lots of fun with it. It was a pretty good Dragon Ball Z game. But anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with my backstory. But anyway, is this game any good? Is it something I can recommend to you? Let's find out. Dragon Ball Rage and Blast is a 3D fighting game released back in 2009. It was developed by Spike and Bandai. Usually I would start off with the story, but I can't really explain it in this case. Reason being is because it's the same story retold in the anime. The only Dragon Ball game that I can think of that actually has an original story is, well, Dragon Ball FighterZ. The story goes from the Saiyan Saga, all the way to the Buu Saga, to the Broly Saga. The game does offer some cool what-if stories, like what if Vegeta and Vegito fought, or if Kid Trunks and Future Trunks actually met. And yes, I know that happened in Super once, but this was in 4 Super, so that doesn't count. These are things that fans have been asking for a very long time, and it's cool to see them become a reality. Well, on the show, but it's cool to see them just become a reality in this game. But sadly, future games never did that again. In terms of storytelling, the game does a pretty good job here. But the one thing that's always bothered me to this day is that the game doesn't bother to show one of the most memorable moments in Dragon Ball history. Some of these events happen automatically in the cutscenes, like Kron's death or when Gohan saves Vegeta, but moments like Goku's and Vegeta's struggle or Goku's Spirit Bomb on Buu are things that the player has to do in the game. I would prefer this if they just showed us in the cutscenes, but instead of the player doing it in the game. But all in all, pretty solid story mode. Anyway, let's get on to the gameplay. There's lots of game modes. There's story, tournament, arcade, survival, score attack, time attack, KO attack, destruction, team battle, extreme attack, coaching machine, Dragon Ball battle, and online. I guess you could say the game offers some variety. In my opinion, it does. Since I already covered the story mode, let's go on to tournament. Tournament mode is exactly what you'd expect from a fighting game. You pick a difficulty, pick a character, pick the opponent, and just beat the living out of them. That's pretty much it. Anime Smash Ultimate's tournament mode. Arcade isn't something really special. You just fight through 10 rounds, getting money after each one of them. For survival, it's a 50-man match on the same map. Where have I heard that from before? Anyway, when you kill someone, another person tags in to keep the match going. The match stops either if you die or kill 50 people. Score attack is exactly what you'd expect. You fight a character that can't die for the highest score. That's really it. Time attack is pretty neat. You just spam lots of super attacks to see how fast you can kill the enemy. KO attack is just a mode to feel OP. Here you have unlimited ki, so your opponents basically become Destruction is kind of like score, but instead of getting points to destroy your enemy, you get points to destroying your stage. Team Battle gives you a list of people to battle with. Team Battle has different opponents and conditions on what your team can be. As you beat stages, you unlock more fights. All in all, guys, a pretty fun mode, but can get a little bit tedious at times. Extreme Battle puts you in a fight with ridiculously strong characters. If you manage to beat one, your rank goes up, as so does CPU. The punching machine is more like a mini game than a full-blown mode. In this one, you take control of Videl and see how many points you can rock off this punching machine. It's very fun and it's actually pretty different. And then there's Dragon Ball Battle. Unlike the other modes, this one isn't exactly automatically unlocked. You have to play through the other modes to unlock this one. In this mode, you fight an opponent, and if you win, you get a Dragon Ball. Get all 7, the expected happens. And finally, there's online. Online is where you and a random person on the internet, if you can find anyone playing this game anymore, go toe-to-toe. So it's basically offline battles, but with real people. And as for the fighting itself, it's a pretty good system. Each character has different combat depending on the attacks you were given. You need key to power up your attacks. You have 2 sets of attacks, your super attack and your ultimate attack. Your super attack is just your regular melee attacks, like Goku's Kamehameha or Vegeta's Gallic Gun. Your ultimate attacks are your most powerful attacks. Each character has one ultimate attack, with the exception of Goku, because he has 3 spirit bombs. Although there is a bit of a problem with the camera, it can get a little bit close to the characters, but you can easily shift it quickly. Nothing too major, just a minor setback. The customization in this game is kinda like a game of Tetris. You have a box to put in items of the various sizes and shapes. The box starts off small, but can be upgraded to fill up the whole thing. But what's nice here is that every box upgrade can determine how many boxes the character can use. The items themselves don't increase these stats exactly. Instead, each item has some kind of special effect. There are a lot of combos you can do, which really makes it a fun customization system. The other parts of customization is equipping other moves that other characters have. This lets the characters have a variety of sets of moves, and the players have fun controlling them. This makes for a very fun customization system in both moves and stats. Anyway, before I conclude, let's talk about the graphics. The graphics look awesome, plain and simple. The characters look exactly like the characters in the anime. If it looks like you're fighting on a dying planet, it looks like you're fighting on a dying planet. If it looks like you're fighting on Supreme Kai's planet, it looks like you're fighting on Supreme Kai's planet. All in all, guys, the graphics look pretty good for an early PS3 title. As for the soundtrack, I love it, I love it, I love it. Personally, I think it's one of the best soundtracks in all the Dragon Ball Z games. In the story mode, the music really fits each fight. I mean, listen to the background music of this video. You can't tell me that you're not humming along with it. I also like some of the extra details, how Super Vegeta's Final Slash is different from Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta's Final Slash. Or when you power up, the sky turns dark. And when your opponent is about to tag out, you can interrupt it and have a sky battle. So let's summarize. The story mode isn't exactly original, but still pretty fun to play through. I love the gameplay, I love the graphics, and I love the music, and the game offers a lot of variety. Here are my closing thoughts. This is a great DBZ game. It has everything for everyone with the game modes and customizations. There's lots of fun to be had here, and it's a must-own for anyone who's a DBZ fan, like myself, or if you're someone whose PS3 desperately needs games. This game has aged remarkably well. It even spawned a sequel, Raging Blast 2, released 2 years later. Will I review that game? Maybe. I'll just wait for the perfect time. Hopefully we can get another Raging Blast game, or at least a Raging Blast style game. I mean, I did hear some rumors on the internet that they might be breaking Raging Blast 3, but I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not. Dragon Ball Raging Blast is a pretty fun game. It has to be one of my favorite DBZ games, not my all-time favorite, because that honor goes to Dragon Ball FighterZ, but it's still pretty high up there. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, or you're just curious, I highly recommend you check this game out. So let me know in the comments below, does Raging Blast 3 look like a good game to you? Is this something you can recommend to a friend? Please let me know. For the next review, we're going to be looking at something more recent. For next time, we're going to be looking at Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. So I hope you guys look forward to that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.